So the first step in the disease will be usually the colonization of the nasopharynx. Okay, so colonization of the nasopharynx is the first step, and it has a very short incubation period from 1 day to up to maximum 14 days. So the meningococci interacts with the host epithelial cells through the pili, and it interacts with the host CD46 molecule or integrin and starts its disease process. So the meningococcus is a commensal in the nasopharyngeal region. It gets endocytosed inside the cells. So through the junctions it enters the cells, and from the cells it enters the extracellular matrix. It can invade the blood vessel, it can invade the meninges, it can cross the blood-brain barrier also. So invasion of the blood vessel causes the vascular damage. Because of the small vessels damage results in the characteristic rash of the meningococcemia. So this vascular injury can lead to this rash, can lead to what is called as a capillary leak syndrome, and this capillary leak syndrome will start DIC. It can involve the vasculature of the myocardium, so that can cause a profound myocardial dysfunction, and because of this the entire systemic involvement can be present. So hypoxia, acidosis, etc., etc. And these meningococcemic patients can have a shock which is very, very unresponsive to high levels of catecholamines, and so this is very difficult situation to treat. So meningococcemia, meningococci, I told you it can penetrate the blood-brain barrier also. It penetrates the blood-brain barrier and continues to proliferate. So the CNS damage occurs. There can be cerebral edema, that is the cause of death in the majority. So once there is a meningococcal disease, most common presentation will be an asymptomatic carriage in the nasopharyngeal region, right? Apart from that, clinically meningitis is the most common presentation, followed by bacteremia, pneumonia and a chronic meningococcemia stage. Apart from these, there can also be focal infections. There can also be focal infections in many systems. So it can involve myocardium, it can involve pericardium, it can involve bone, joints, peritoneum, sinuses, middle ear and even eyes. So predominantly the meningococcus can be an asymptomatic carriage, but it can also cause this clinical presentation. Meningitis is the most common presentation, followed by bacteremia, pneumonia, chronic meningococcus.